Ah, with a hole in it like that, I'd nearly bet London to a brick that that's a token. And we'll find out very soon. Yeah. G'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid in the central Vic. As you can hear, I'm by a busy road. In fact, I am where Nathaniel and I had that challenge. So I'm back, I finished all my trials. Oh, what have I got back on the end of my shaft? My faithful 6-incher. And heard that. Now, you gotta love that. And I've only vaguely seen it, Dad. And now I think everyone else has. That's got to be a sixpence. Oh, and it looks silver. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I think we'll get the squirty on it. And we'll come back and we'll see what it is. Wow, I can almost smell it now. Alrighty, we are back. Now, that was about 4 inches down. I got the 6-inch on. I have the sensitivity wound up to 24. There we go. And this, and I don't believe that that's me clipping it, that is an 1834 William IV sixpence. Thank your mother for the rabbits. Can we see that? Maybe about there. It's going to be a hard one. The light's starting to fade a little bit. 1834. That is just glorious. Wild silver again out in the bloody bush. Oh, look at that. Look at that little coffee bush, buddy. Looking after it for me. That's brilliant. Fading light of day. Let's see what else we can find. Now, just over past this tree here was where I got that sixpence. And now I've got another one of those Victorian volunteer buttons again. That's pretty cool. And I'm right near the telephone pole, or power pole, or bloody whatever it is. Just mooching around. Got the 6-inch wound up. A little bit more than I would normally, but certainly paying off. That one would have been 5 inches down. So it's not bad. Let's keep going. Alright. Train. Down here. That was mostly 17 like you see there. And then, get out the way. Look at that. It's not usually a coin number. But we'll clean it up and we'll see what we've got. Looks interesting. Okay, now we might be able to see there, maybe. It's a halfpenny. 1891. Get off. And that, where is she? Around there. Vicky's Head. A little bit crusty, but you know, that's pretty cool. I'm going to take it. So yeah, got all the discriminations off, though that was a 17. But you know, that was probably 3-4 inches down. I got my sensitivity up to 24 with the 6-inch coil, so we're pulling out 1891 halfpennies. They could be worse. And about an inch down, coming in at 6, 7, is the top of that button. I don't know how well you're seeing this. I've got a big glare on the screen, but yeah, Haven't made my mind up whether it's a horse or a greyhound. And I know that sounds a bit bad, but it's a bit hard. Anyway, we'll have a look in the cleanup. And of all the 1800s coins that I've been pulling up, there is a 1950 King George VI halfpenny. Wouldn't have actually thought I would have found one of those, but there you go. And it's not in bad nick either. Anyway, let's keep battling the noise of the highway and we'll see what else we can find. Right near the edge again, as you can hear all the bloody cars. A really nice 27, 28. And down there, that looks like a penny to me. Oh, and it also looks like a Commonwealth. So we'll clean that up and we'll see what we've got. A little bit warm, but not too bad. A 1932 1 penny. George V, there he is with his crown. Oh, listen to the silence. That's beautiful. Anyway, that's what we found. We're not doing too bad along here. Right near the edge too, so I'll keep going and see what else I can find. Look at this, coffee bush. What's under the coffee bush? That's not bad. I actually half reckon there could be a couple of coins there. And with a hole in it like that, I'd nearly bet London to a brick that that's a token. And we'll find out very soon. Okay, we're back. Now, down the bottom of there has some tantalising writing that you can only make out half of it. And on that side, it looks like Vicky's head, but it's not a coin. It's something else, and I think over this side there was something about Melbourne. So I'm going to have to find out what that one is when I get home, which will make it really interesting. Anyway, we'll keep going. Alright, this is what you gotta love. Just solid, just there. Just in there. And we will dig it. There we are. Oh, geez, bloody ground's hard. You wouldn't think that for bloody central Victoria, would you? Alrighty. Let's see where it is, shall we? Still in the ground. Good-o. Where we like to find them first off. Look at that, the sun's coming out, an array of... Still in the ground. Oh! That's something. Oh. That almost looks silver. Not at all a 1 cent piece.
Finding anything?
Yep. I'll get back to you in a tick. And there we are, we're back again. And that is a Vicky sixpence. And the date, I hear you ask, if that's around the right way, yep, is 1845. Very early one. So that's pretty bloody neat. What am I? Let's say 4 metres off the road. There was a thing I was going to tell you too, that you don't need a big bit of land to find good coins. So, you know, if you haven't got a permission that's 200 acres, don't worry about it. You only need a metre square to hide a couple of coins, or a gold ring, or whatever else. So keep looking. Right, I have seen it. I've covered it back up because it is well worth the great reveal. Hear that ringing signal? It's just a really nice one. Alright, so that is 2 to 3 inches down. with the mighty 6-inch. Take that away. What's that greenery? What is that greenery? Does that look like, oh, you know, like a D-buckle that perhaps a snake was attached to? Look at that. That is an absolute corker, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it just brings a smile to my face every time I bring one of these out of the ground, especially if it's still on its D-buckle. Gotta love that. Let's just actually have a very quick... No, that's it. Let's have a clean up. We'll see what it looks like. And there we are back. You see the scales around the head, the flower in the centre. Some had flowers, some didn't. These beautiful little wispy bits going down there. Some say they are swan's heads, some say they're snakes. I'm happy to call them snakes. Depends upon your artistic view, darling. But you can see that one's had a hell of a lot of wear. I have seen worse. See that wear? Where the other one of these D's would rub against it all. But it hasn't had that much. So something's probably happened to the other D, and it's been thrown. But that's just a beautiful little find. Never ever tire of finding these. They are cool as. And here's a good riddle me this. Down in there, that's where I got the snake buckle, and I got a couple of buttons too. But just down here, I got this. Are they funny sort of tweezers? Do they close together? They've got this. This would have moved up and down. They would have hung off something. But stuffed, if I know what they are. But they're brass. Nicely made. So if you know, drop us a comment. Put us all out of our misery as to what the bloody hell they are. Anyway, see how you go with that one. You got to have a look at this one. Out of that hole, I got this. How cute! The little D-buckle. Oh, imagine finding the little snake that went with it. Maybe as a kid's bloody belt. That's gorgeously cute. That's beautiful. Gotta love a signal like that. So let's dig it, see what we get. I reckon there's a coin at the bottom of that. We'll find out. Weird. What's that then, Tony? Well, it wasn't a coin, but it is round. I reckon that could be top of a powder flower. Oh no, it's not. No, it's probably a piece of watch. That's what it is. Bit of watch. So watch this. We'll see what else we find. Now, I will give you a word of warning. Word to the wise. He checks his head. We're always looking down at the ground. I get a signal down there. I stick the stealth spade in. I go to jump on top of it. I'm met with resistance. You should probably always check what's above your head when you go to jump up with force. Anyway, at a stonking great 24-ish, 26 signal. There we go, 24, 26, 25. A knock on the head that didn't lay me absolutely senseless isn't bad when you see that. Come here, you. I see you trying to escape. Oh, that smells very much like sixpence. Let's have a clean up and we'll find out. So, that is a Vicky Young bun. That is a sixpence. Can't get a date off it. We'll have to clean it up later at home. These are some of the amazing things you'll find in the goldfields. They are the knobs off the tops of tobacco jars, apparently. Very ornate, bit of muck metally, zinky type stuff, but they give a thumping good signal. 1819, that one was about 4 inches down. Picked it up quite nicely with the old 6-inch. Anyway, let's see what else we can find. Got a nice 21, 22 signal. Beautiful. Let's cut to the chase, we'll clean it up, we'll see what we've got. And we are back, and it's a 1902. Oops. Eddie Penny. So that's pretty cool. Didn't have a long reign, so there's not many to collect. Get yours in the series. 1902. Now, that looks like it is a high tide 1902 penny as opposed to a low tide 1902 penny. Yeah, we'll see what else we can get. Now I'm still in this spot. I think it was under my knee where I just got the Eddie penny, and I got a signal, and I thought it was that. Which looks like it could be the top of a button, maybe. But I had to wave around with my pinpointer. We got that. 1892, 1 penny. It's a Vicky job. That's the side that was sitting up. So that's cool. So needless to say, I'm going to mooch around here just a little bit more. We'll see what else turns up. Now I've got a 12, 13, 14, 15, mostly 14. It was fairly solid. I've dug down. Now, when you see something like that sticking out of the ground now, it's probably not a coin. Well, there we go. I was ever hopeful it might have been though. Let's do that. Why? That's better. Bit of brass, probably off a light. Or maybe a surround around a handle. That's a nice bit of stuff. We found it. It was round in the ground. Well, what do you reckon would give a thumping great 16? Just down in there. I reckon an old iron would. Look at that bugger. Heavy little sods they are too. Looks like a number 5 or 6 or something. 6. I can see that in the finder better. How cool. Thump. 5 inches down. Out pops this. Now that is bloody beautiful. Solid brass. Look at that. There's a suspendery type clip. Oh, and in fact I reckon, even with my bad eyesight, I can see writing there. I'll have to have a look at that later on. But that's a nice piece. Happy with that. Well, down in this hole, we got that. Nice piece of brass. Now I'm going to show you all the threads on the side there where my thumb is, and the little bit of bloody knurling on the edge makes it look like a coin. Nice little piece. Geez, they made some nice stuff back in the day. I've got to get to the ute there very soon, but you'll all know. Yeah, look at all this. Down here on the ground, bit of crockery, bit of blue willow. I'm in this gutter that I haven't played with. There's a bit of a scrape mark. And when you do this, yeah, that gets your attention, doesn't it? And that I just wiped away with my finger. There we go. You can see that? I'd nearly bet a left knacker that that is a hide and decal token. It's been chopped up. Potentially as a love token, I'm going to say, or just someone was bored. Geez, we might even get a date off that. 1850 something or other. Ha ha ha. And it's not often I can see them. There we go. Is that 1858 or 59? 58. There we go. Ha ha ha. I'm going to call it a hide and decal token from 1858. Ah, buddy, cool's that. So keep in mind, it's always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. We'll catch you next time.